Okay, so this is the initial testing of the Parrot Bebop drone with the Kangaroo mobile PC and Intel's R200 sensor on board. This is kind of an abandoned setting here. As you can see, this is the third floor of one of our office buildings that hasn't been utilized in years. So we chose this environment because it's the safest to test it at this point. It's a lot of open space, but it's still an indoor environment. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and launch it using ROS. So I have that set up. I'm gonna pan over to this computer screen here. Kind of get an idea of what's going on. So first thing we're gonna kind of adjust this so it's not so crooked. Okay. So I'm SSH'd into a number of different terminals. The one to the top right is going to allow me to send command velocity to the Bebop drone and maneuver it. Right now I can't get full control over it because I think I have some Wi-Fi interference, so I'm going to limit the movement during this test. Basically I just want to launch it, see if it can map while it's in the air, so that's what I'll be looking for. To the left of that is another terminal that's also SSH'd into the Kangaroo. This one's going to allow me to issue the takeoff and landing command. Directly below that is the node that's actually driving the Bebop drone. It kind of gives me some status messages there in the gold as far as it's sending the camera frames and the odometry frames and whatnot. To the right of that, I have the G-Slam node launched, and so to launch the G-Slam node, first I had to launch the driver for the R200, depth image to laser scan, and robot transforms, which is just something that keeps track of the various transforms for the sensors. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and launch it. And so we issue ROS topic publish -- once Bebop takeoff. Standard message is empty. I'm gonna pan back over to the drone. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and take off. Okay, so the drone's now in flight. Now I'm gonna land it. Okay, so far that shows it taking off and landing, supporting the weight. So now I'm gonna go a step further, and I already have most of the nodes set up for the laser scan, or for the G mapping, sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into VMware Fusion, where I'll be able to use RViz to see what's going on the remote screen. So now we're going to pan over to that. computer. So here we have ROS, and we have the laser scan. Oh, sorry about that. So we're gonna go ahead and launch this. Actually, what I wanna see first is if I can add the topic. Never mind, it's there. Okay, so this in the dark gray here, close this out. This here is the start of the map. So we're gonna go ahead and launch it again now that we know it's mapping. Right now I'm going to issue a command to turn it slightly. For some reason it seems to be unresponsive to the command velocity topic right now, but we'll pan back over to the map. And we see not much progress, but it hasn't really moved anywhere, so I'm going to go back and try to see what's going on with this one. Okay, so again, I'm trying to launch the teleop node. I'm going to try again to turn it. Okay. And so, for some reason, it just landed. I'm not sure if maybe the battery's gotten too low. We're about 8 minutes in, so it's a possibility. It only gives us about 10 minutes of flight. Let's see. So far, even though we haven't done much, and I think that speaks to one of the problems I'm having with it at the moment, is that I can control the drone, I can create a map, but for some reason, when I'm trying to teleoperate it, it seems like there's a delay in the control signal, and so the drone either doesn't get it or it responds after the fact at a time when it's not expected, often resulting in a crash. So my next step is going to be I'm not really worried about the teleoperation. My ultimate goal is to have it be autonomous. So my next step is going to be to maybe have it go a short distance autonomously, maybe a few feet or so forward, and then stop at land. And once I get to a point where I have the obstacle avoidance in place, then I should be able to do some more robust flight plan. But until then, pan back over to the drone. Just out of curiosity, I don't know if the battery's dead or not. I want to see if I can take off one more time. So I'm going to try to take off once again. And it doesn't appear, so I'm assuming that the battery's dead because it did not respond to that at all. So until next time, thanks for watching.